guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're playing some Raid Shadow Legends. If you've been following along my journey, then you'll know I am a new player to the game, and I did do a video where I gave you a 14-day account update. I figured it was time to do another update as we were quickly approaching day 60. If you started at the same time I did, then hopefully you downloaded the game using my link. But if you did not, or you were looking to start a new account, that was the best time, because if you actually use my exclusive download link below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen, you'll actually start your account off with a free legendary champion named Elenaril. She'll be right there in your inbox on day 1. And at level 25, I'm also going to send you a Uugo. This is the start that I used for my own account, and it made things so much easier. So if you are looking to play the game, then be sure that you're using my link. As I had mentioned earlier, so I did give you guys a video, let you guys know where I was at 14 days in, and you guys are amazing. You left so many helpful comments on that video, letting me know kind of natural progression for new players, what I should focus on next, what I should do, and I've taken all of that advice to heart. So let's go over my account and I'll show you guys where we're at. As I said, we're approaching day 60. It's like 50. It's close enough, 50 something. It's a good time still to give you an update and let you guys know what I've been up to. So one of the first advice you said was make a level 60, and I am happy to report to you guys I have made a level 6. Not only one, I've actually made multiple level 60s. And that is honestly probably where the majority of my time has gone. So first thing we'll talk about is champions. So one of the first things that I had been focusing on was making my level 60s. And you guys can see I actually made multiple level 60s. So this has taken all of my time. So I will let you know right now, if you're looking for progress in the account, 99% of the majority of it has been making these level 60s. But it's been for a good reason. And in my mind, it's been very logical for it. So my level 60s that you can see I've made, I did level 60 Sun Wukong, Uugo, Lair, who will be my campaign farmer. Eventually, once I am able to get better gear, I also level 60 Loki and Cece the Lost Bride. Yes, I was gonna leave her at a 50, and then you guys commented and you're like, why would you not level 60 her, Cece? She's so good. And I was like, yes, okay, you're right. I use her everywhere. I may as well, so I did level 60 her as well as Taragi, because you guys were also commenting and letting me know which champs I had that were good. And you're like, oh my gosh, like build him. So thank you again for all this advice that you guys have given me. You've been amazing with it. So I did level 60 him as well. And then kind of my side project is Demitha, who I have also level 60. So my next step on all of these champs is going to be to get better gear. So please ignore the gear. Let's not talk about it. I know it is bad. I have like not farmed any of the gear. That is going to be like my next step going forward, is to improve the gear. My mindset was kind of like, I'll make the level 60s and then I can farm like harder levels in like dragons, for example, to get better gear. So that will be my next step. So be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my next account update. Well, you'll see how the gear has improved. I did mention Demitha as my side project, and what I mean when I say my side project is that along with getting better gear, one of my next things I want to do is actually make my dedicated clan boss team. So I'm fortunate enough that I was able to pull Demitha, so I know she's like a core for a really good clan boss team. That is going to be one of my next steps I'm doing, is to actually build my clan boss team, because I do think that should be a high up priority, because of course the rewards that you actually get from there. So I am curious to hear from you guys. Comment down below and let me know, what is your clan boss team and which champions are you using? So the next place that I have been focusing on is Arena, but I have not focused on actually like ranking up in Arena. So I'm still keeping the same strat with having like a weak defense and really just farming it. And so far I've kind of just consistently been doing that, and mainly because I want to try to improve the affinity bonuses in the Great Hall. So that has been another thing that I've kind of been working on the side. So I have not tried to move up in it or be competitive in it. Maybe now that I have some of my level 60s actually done and built, I will see if I can try to rank up a little bit. And then hopefully the next time I make this video, I will have an update for you guys, and I might even be out of silver by then. I have also been working on trying to ascend my champions, and I've made a little bit of progress here. I'd like to make a little bit more, but again, I've been kind of limited to how far I can actually farm down in these dungeons. So I am hoping now that I have improved my champions a little bit that I should be able to farm further down and get better potions, because I've kind of been relying on like the potion mixer and actually making the ones I need. So I have been working on Ascension. I've made some progress there, but I think I can make even more progress, and that is definitely one area that I can improve in. Another place I'd like to improve in is Minnow, so that I can work on some masteries. And I know I made a video, we were talking about gems and masteries, and a lot of you guys were saying that when it comes to your early champions, you'll just pay the 800 gems to actually get their masteries, which does make a lot of sense. That is something that I've also kind of been considering and doing. But because I have so many of my other champions that I have now, that is where I want to get to a point where I can kind of farm efficiently in there, because I think it's going to make sense to use gems for some of the champions, but for some of the other ones like Demitha, for example, I'm not quite ready for that clan boss team. so I can probably just go ahead and farm Minnow. So I would say that's gonna be my next big step on this account, is working down into my dungeons. So this is where I'm at currently. For Arcane Keep, I've gotten down to stage 16. Although I will say I have not attempted 17 yet, but you'll see my best time is not the best time. It's a little long, but again, it's kind of just to see. I wanted to see how far down I could go. So I'm still trying to progress down further, see where I'm actually at. Spirit Keep, I am hard stuck on 12 right now just because of her constantly healing. So I do need to actually work on making a specific team kind of for this, or at least including a champion in here that will make it a little bit easier to farm further down. So for this one, it's stage 12. And that is part of the reason that the ascension for this affinity has been a little bit slower. When it comes to my magic keep and everything else, I mean, it's locked, so I can't show you guys those. But more or less kind of around the same, like from what I can recall, I'm roughly stage like 13, 14-ish on those. My Dragon's Lair, 14, that is the last time I attempted it. This was before making a ton of my level 60s, so I couldn't tell you how accurate that is now, but that was where I was at last time, was stage 14. So I do think that this is going to change drastically now that I have my champions actually succeed and some of their masteries improved as well. Spider's Den, 7. I have not attempted this in quite a while. I'll be totally honest there. I didn't even bother with it with the tournament going on. I was like, no, I have other things I need to focus on. Not gonna worry about it. And that is one of the other things that I'm noticing too as a new player, is like when they have tournaments going on, and sometimes it just doesn't make sense for me to try to compete in it. I will like do my minimum to get kind of the rewards on the side, but to actually kind of rank in there, I'm kind of weighing like what I'm doing in the game, my time and everything. And like I said, you don't have to participate in every single tournament. That is something that I am learning, and I'll do like my bare minimum and then like kind of move on. When it comes to my Ice Golem, I'm also here. I am at stage 12. And again, I have not tried to improve this and see how much further down I can make it into here. So hopefully all of these dungeons that you're seeing here are going to improve by the next time that I give you guys an account update and let you know where I'm at. So Minnow, stage 13 currently. Again, I have not attempted 14, so I'm very close to being able to do stage 15. And that's kind of the draw. You want to be able to comfortably farm stage 15 to be able to do the masteries, obviously. So that one is coming along pretty nicely, but more or less, this is kind of where I'm at for my dungeons. So again, I'm just hoping to improve all of these, make my way further down. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the progress that I have made. It's been kind of just enough, but it's also given me goals to work towards, because it's been, for me, it was very much like, okay, make my level 60. So I was focusing on my fodder, and like that is where my mindset was at. And now I'm like, okay, let's focus on gear. So now I'm going to shift things over, work on my dungeons. And then now that I have more champions I'm starting to build, I have some that I pulled as well. I will be able to actually start figuring out which teams I want to use for these dungeons, and actually making my teams make a little bit more sense. The next thing let's talk about is faction wars. So this is something I was really not investing a lot of time into initially. My mindset was like, oh, I can't really do this, there's no point. And then you guys were like, you should still try, do with what you can. And I mean, it was genius advice, because I've actually been working my way through it. You'll see I'm kind of making some progress here. So depending on which faction is open, there's some of them that I just have virtually like nothing built. I have no champs really built for it or attempted to start building. So that is where I think I'm gonna start maybe like passively leveling up some of my rares. And I might just do that in my sparring pit is what I'm thinking, just so it's like kind of on the side as I'm doing it, kind of leveling them up, not really investing too much of my time or effort into them, but at least being able to do it. The nice thing is, if it's Barbarian Crypt, I have Loki I can use here. If it's Dwarf Crypt, I have Demitha, who I can use in here. So it's kind of varying on which one's open for how successful I can actually be in it. But I am still making sure to actually use all my keys I have for this daily. And lastly, let's talk about clans. So as I mentioned, I am the leader of our clan, which is the Chosen Crew, and we have reached level 7 in it. And I'm happy to announce that my progress in clan boss is, I'm making progress. It used to just be easy. Now I can actually do normal and somewhat to do hard. But again, I will be working on my side clan boss team. So I am hoping the next time that we chat and I make one of these videos, I will actually have that out. Or maybe I'll have the video out for my actual clan boss team and you'll be like, she's done it. She did it. We can see that. Yay. Good job, Cece. So maybe we'll see. But we're progressing pretty well in here. People are accepting their like clan quests and everything. So things in here are also doing good. And I'm still enjoying being a clan leader. As I said, we're pretty chill and pretty laid back with it. Essentially, everyone's been really helpful in trying to help everybody out on who they're using for a clan, how to efficiently build teams, and essentially how to like speed tune them and things like that. So overall, I would say my progress on my account has been slow but steady. That is it for today's video, giving you guys a quick update of what I have been up to in the last like, I don't know how many days it's been since my last one. It was roughly 14. Now it's roughly like 60. So you can kind of see my progress and what I have actually done on my account, and if maybe it's less than you expected. Probably, because as I said, most of it has kind of just gone into making level 60s, but I'm still really excited. I'm still really enjoying the game. I am loving having like personal goals I'm making and trying to reach them. So I am still very excited to see where I can take this account and how progress is going to go. But I do want you guys to comment down below and let me know what is something that you are enjoying about Raid right now. What is something that is keeping you playing the game? Comment down below and be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on my future videos, including my account updates or my clan boss teams coming up or talking about other champions. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Next level.